Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to be breaking down the day trading opportunities today in the S&P 500. I'm looking at support and resistance, how you could have entered, exit, how you could have managed the trade. So if you're ready, let's step into the war zone. All right. So the first thing that we need to do is really look at where we're opening today and looking at the overall market. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to establish the range that we were in. So we were in this range. From yesterday, we had a big sell-off, right? So the top of the range, we're up here, and I'm gonna use the exact high so I can draw my Fibonacci for you guys. So 37.7325 is the high. So I'm just gonna go here, edit that, 25. And then the exact low is 36.5250. So let me just make sure that I put that into 36.5250. Okay. So yesterday we had this huge sell-off, and coming into the open, we were right here at 9 o'clock. So we're obviously within this range. So the way that we have to dissect this range is we have to take a Fibonacci. So we're going to take a Fibonacci from the high to the low, and this is going to be the short Fibonacci, okay? And what we're going to do with the short Fibonacci is we're going to mark some key levels. So we're going to mark the 50 and the 618, okay? Because those are major areas for potential reversal for continuation of this downtrend. Okay, so that's step one. Then the next thing we have to do is we have to draw the long leg. So within this short leg, there's a long leg as well. So we're going to draw the long leg. So we had this Fibonacci from the swing low back up to this overnight high, and then coming into the open right here, we had touched the 618 and we just exploded up. So these are all important levels that we need to know going into the day. So I'm also going to take that. I'm going to draw a line here for us too. Okay. So that's kind of what I do before coming to the open. Then I go over to SPY, and then I ask myself, okay, on SPY, where are we opening? So the first bar is right here, and we can clearly see that that bar is within the previous day's range. Okay, so this is what I call an inside day. And because it's an inside day, from my back testing and from my studying of the markets, I have an important statistics. So close to 80% of all inside and gap down days produce a tradable early morning reversal. So conclusion, don't chase at highs. So basically, coming into the open, we had this big push up. And with that push, I was looking for some type of reversal trade because I knew the probabilities are on my side if I'm looking for reversal. So if I go into ES and go to the same chart on the 5, I had some very important information because this red line is the 50% short fib that we drew earlier together. Okay. And right at this area, we had a big red bar showing us that there is algorithms trading here. And then we had this beautiful inside bar. So I was able to take advantage of this inside bar right here. And I used a stop limit order to short right below this low. And I had a stop right on the high, a little bit below. So how this worked was this 5-minute candle pierced up, turned around, and on the way back down like this, boom, it filled me. So while it filled me on the way down, I got in on the momentum, and I was able to take this for 4 times my risk, and I made a little bit over $400 today. So I'm going to show you guys that screenshots from my broker today. So I was able to make a little bit over 400. It was, I think, $414. So here we go. So sold 37.0625. So 0625 is right here. And then my stop loss was, like I said, was right here. So what I do is I look at the candle. So let's say this is the candle here. And then it says the high is 37.10. So my stop loss is going to be a few ticks below that, depending on the actual setup. Okay. So sometimes I put it on the high, sometimes I put a little bit below. That depends on the setup. And I have my complete rules on my inside bar system on my website. So sign up for that if you want more details on that. But basically, I was able to short. My max risk was $100, and I was able to walk away with a little bit more than 4 times my risk. So something I wanted to point out to you guys is if I trade for 4-to-1 risk to reward, I only need to win 20% of the time to make a profit. So literally 21 out of 100 trades is going to make a profit. So the thing that I'm focusing on the most in the new year is going for a better risk to reward, because if I can get away with a better risk to reward, I don't have to win as often. And normally in trading, you'll learn that, okay, a trade is either going to work right away or it's not. So if it's going to work, I want to squeeze as much potential as I can out of it. Okay. So that was the setup for the short. And then what do we have next? Well, we knew that the 618 of the long has traded, and that was down here. And we had this big push up, and then we started to pull back. And then when we pulled back, we formed this nice double bottom pattern right here. But guess what? Guess where this double bottom pattern is? Let's take the fib from the pre-market low to the high at the open. And we had a nice, beautiful pattern, double bottom right on the 618. So if we're able to take this 618 long right here, we can get in around 36.92, put our stop right below the candle at 87, and take that for a beautiful, almost, how many points is that? 38 points at the very peak. So if you just scaled out on the way, you would have been able to get at least 5R, I would say, out of this 7.6R. So if you're risking $1,000, that's, easily $5,000, which is pretty amazing. So the next thing, as for those who joined the workshop last weekend, where I gave away a free free Fibonacci reversal strategy, and I also posted the free guide on YouTube. You know that once we have this Fibonacci leg trading, that we can look for the extensions to be major areas of reversal. And that's exactly what we got here. We got a beautiful short at the 382 Fibonacci. It touched it one time, put in that nice inverted hammer, and just short below the low of that candle would have given you a nice push into the close. So very beautiful opportunistic day. We had that inside short, we had this double bottom at the 618, and then we had this reversal at the extension. So overall, very good day for day traders, I would say. It wasn't like yesterday where we just went vertically down. Sometimes this is very hard to trade, especially if you're on the wrong side of the coin. Okay, so today, just to recap again, we opened within the range. We had the 50% fib short up here. That's why I went short. Then we had this nice reversal, which was actually also the 886 of just the regular trading hours only. So that was also a nice, beautiful trade into the close. All right. So I hope you guys learned a lot from this video. I'm going to try to continue to post these videos because a lot of people find them very helpful, but I need to see some support, guys. Please help me out to get 1,000 subs this year. I'm really trying to put out content for you guys. So I really appreciate it if you can comment, leave a comment of something, like if you want me to make a video on something specific, you want me to look at Apple, whatever, just let me know down below and I'll get that out for you guys. Okay. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.